Financial freedom is often treated as a vague dream, but it can be defined as an exact, calculable dollar amount you can find today. Most people will spend hours comparing prices on a new phone, yet they never attempt to calculate the one number that would actually reduce their daily anxiety about money. The math usually takes less than 10 minutes. The real barrier is emotional, a fear that the target will be so large it feels impossible to achieve. Avoiding the calculation doesn't create peace. Instead, it creates a continuous, exhausting background uncertainty that affects every spending decision you make. Money decisions are driven by feelings first and logic second. Recognizing this pattern is the first real step toward changing your financial trajectory. After an exhausting week, a reward purchase feels justified. After a rough boss conversation, spending extra feels like self-care. These habits don't mean you are bad with money. They simply mean you are operating without defined boundaries to measure those choices against. Financial anxiety rarely stems from having $0. It comes from having no defined finish line. Without that number, every dollar saved feels emotionally uncertain. Identifying these emotional triggers allows you to move past them and finally apply a mathematical solution to your stress. The mechanism for financial autonomy is the 4% rule. The idea is to maintain a pile of investments and withdraw only a tiny fraction of the total each year to cover your living expenses. When a small fraction of coins is removed, internal gears replenish the remaining stacks, allowing the balance to grow and support a baseline lifestyle indefinitely. This rule acts as a compass, shifting depending on market conditions and how long your money needs to last. By utilizing this mechanism, you move the burden of your survival away from active daily labor and onto passive asset growth. To find your target, you can use the 25x multiplier, the mathematical flip side of withdrawing 4% each year. If your baseline monthly expenses are $3,000, your annual cost is $36,000. Multiply $36,000 annually by 25, landing on a $900,000 target. If monthly expenses hit $5,000, the target rises to $1.5 million. An $8,000 lifestyle pushes it to $2.4 million. Visualizing these exact tiers moves financial freedom out of fantasy and into a specific, actionable target. There is a hidden mathematical penalty to seemingly small lifestyle upgrades that many high earners overlook. Consider an extra $300 a month in spending. It feels like a small upgrade, but the multiplier tells a different story. That $300 monthly increase demands an additional $90,000 in savings to maintain security. This is why high-income earners feel trapped. Lifestyle expectations outpace actual assets, widening the gap. This unchecked inflation can neutralize the benefits of a high salary before the earner even notices the shift. To put this into practice, start by calculating your true baseline annual living costs. This is your honest bottom line: housing, food, and essentials, not a dream lifestyle. Step 2 is applying the 25 times multiplier to your baseline to find your personal freedom number. Step 3 is building a separate account dedicated solely to this goal. Its only purpose is to buy back your future flexibility. Finally, keep your lifestyle spending in check while working to grow your income. Earning more without controlling spending rarely built security. These two habits must move together for the plan to work. This exercise measures your current level of personal flexibility. How much you need depends entirely on the life you actually want to live. Intermediate milestones provide immediate confidence. Saving 6 months of expenses gives you the security to say no to situations that don't sit right with you. When you reach a few years of coverage, you gain the ability to walk away from work that has been quietly draining you. As assets cover your basic needs, a large portion of daily anxiety fades because your security is no longer in someone else's hands. Your target number is dynamic. It should evolve as your goals change, whether you are starting a family or relocating to a new city. Don't chase a single number blindly. Build the habit of adjusting it regularly and using it as a living compass. Money is not the ultimate purpose of life, but it is the tool that prevents your choices from being painfully limited. Calculating this number today moves financial security out of the realm of distant wishes and into a plan you are actively building right now.